Welcome to Mindset Mastery Moments, the best growth mindset podcast recognized by Million Podcasts and ranked as a top mindset podcast by FeedSpot. We're proud to be in the top 1% on Listen Notes. Join Dr. Alisa White as we explore powerful insights and strategies to elevate your mindset. Let's dive in.
Hello, disruptors, and welcome back to Mindset Mastery Moments. We are going to have a phenomenal conversation. We're going to take a deep, mindset-driven conversation exploring my guest today, military background that shaped his entrepreneurial grit and how he's scaling AI-driven fitness innovations and the mental resilience required to build and sustain global tech brand. Welcome back again to Mindset Mastery Moments, a show where we talk with visionaries who don't just think outside the box, they build a new box. Today's guest is a powerhouse of innovation and discipline, from serving in the Israeli Defense Forces to pioneering one of the fastest growing health tech companies, redefining how people train worldwide. He's proof that leadership and innovation are born in the trenches of mindset. Guy Barr is the founder and CEO of ARGOX and the creative mind behind Hygear Fit, a brand merging science, AI, and accessible technology to help people take control of their health anywhere, anytime. I can't wait to get into this stuff. I don't know why I didn't have it before, but Guy, we welcome you to Mindset Mastery Moments. In your own words, tell us who you are, what you do, and exactly why you do it.
So thank you. And first of all, thank you very much for having me. I've read a lot about your channel and looks like you're definitely doing a really good job. So very happy to be here and very grateful to be here. Also, your introduction was probably far better than I would do it myself. So yeah, thank you for that. So about 10 years ago, I started my process in entrepreneurship and fitness altogether. I basically, as a former soldier in the Israeli military, I fell in love with workout equipment. That was the only tool I had to work out while I was basically doing my service. And there was a very known brand, still up to this day, it's called TRX. TRX is a suspension straps. And I got the opportunity to use it while I was using my tank. Throughout the years, I fell in love with this product and I thought what I can do to make it better. That's how I came up with what you named as Hygear. It's a smart solution that basically turns existing workout devices into smart devices.
Wow.
Hygear pretty much grew very big also during COVID time and started working on different devices such as the straps, which is the equivalent of a smart suspension straps, and the Gear Go. They used to be a Gear One, High Rope, and several other products. Hygear now is being known by the name of Habits, Habeats, for the idea of basically habits, and now we're working with fitness studios, different security forces like police around the world, rehabilitation, distributors, retailers. It's very diversified and very exciting to see what this idea has evolved into. And this is in appreciation to the team behind it. So that's pretty much a long, short answer to your question.
Right. I always say that innovation begins where limitation ends, and you took the discipline and precision from the battlefield and turned it into a new standard for personal fitness. That for me is mindset mastery in motion. But AI is transforming everything but fitness is such a personal space. What made you confident that AI could not only assist, but actually enhance training for everyday people like myself?
So basically, artificial intelligence is here to enhance our human capabilities, and personal training has been here for more than a century, basically. And innovation only allows it to be better, only makes it stronger, smarter, faster, but it doesn't replace it. You still need to have personal trainers to be involved in the process. So if you can embed the idea of a personal trainer in a workout device, then technically you're making the life of the trainee and the personal trainer easier and sophisticated. And I guess that's basically the idea, is to make the bridge between the tool itself, the device itself,
Mm,
and the person using the device and the person guiding the user of the device, to have all an interactive solution basically together.
right. I love it. So, how does Argox personalize fitness in a way that human trainers alone can't? So, how does it enhance what a human trainer would do?
So basically, Argox is a company that was meant to continue the path of high gear habits, but at the moment we decided that it's better that Argox will focus on helping high gear habits to sell and to basically go to market. So right now my primary focus at Argox is to basically distribute high gear idea and habits ideas, and basically bring it to market. Right now we're working on
Mm,
plan to get connected with local law enforcement and
mm,
first responders and paramedics, and to be able to connect to the US market and to try to make them enjoy from the experience of what we have in high gear habits. And then next level will be to try to set up a channel for fitness studios that will all be interactive with the devices. And
wow.
basically, Argox is a local hub to connect these products into the US market.
I love it. But there's also the skepticism about techs replacing human connection. What is your view on tech and human synergy in the health and wellness arena?
Yeah, so tech is not yet replacing humans in 100% capacity, and it shouldn't, because I don't think it's deep or smart as the humans are in terms of
Mm-hmm.
intellectualism or emotions and general intelligence. So I think it's only enhancing and it's only making our life easier right now, and it's making our life
Yes.
shorter. But in some
Yes.
ways, it can also make our life a little bit superficial. So I think we will learn that in a few years,
Mm,
people will start trying to look for more genuine understanding of why they're doing what they're doing. And
right.
you can see this a cool example with COVID. When a lot of people were at home working out and doing fitness at home, then obviously everybody wanted to do that. Everybody wanted to have the
Right.
access, and
Yes.
those companies got very big. But after COVID ended, everybody wanted to go back to the gym.
Exactly.
But they wanted to
Exactly.
go to the gym because they wanted to be with other people. They wanted to be
People.
socialized. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much, I think, the lesson here is that you cannot fully replace, and you should not fully replace, the human interaction.
I agree. And I don't think nothing can replace it. Again, like you said, we can enjoy it. And I believe that technology is here to enhance what we are capable of or accelerate the process of what we can do in terms of doing it quicker, faster, and save us more time. So we do have time for interaction because
Yes.
as a person who creates content, right, using AI, again, I tell people AI would not be able to do anything you don't tell it to do. It can do a lot of things, but if you don't instruct it, you don't unlock it. So I can do something, I can write something way faster and go to bed 2 hours earlier with the help of AI. So it's just there to help accelerate what I already know, what I already want and what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
it cannot replace me because otherwise it would be a computer just sitting there waiting for me to tell it, right? So building connected hardware is definitely one of the hardest parts in entrepreneurship. What are some of your biggest mindset hurdles in bringing your vision to real life?
Yeah. So execution is very hard.
Mhm.
Execution of a business is very hard. I guess if you look at what we are doing in High Gear, we're basically using hardware, fitness equipment, sensors, software, firmware, and then you're saying AI. So these are six different components that you have to make into one, and to make it
Yes.
work basically.
Right.
It's very hard to make it a good experience for people to really justify their purchase. I guess right now, for the past, I would say almost 10 years, it's been 10 years since the company has been like
Wow.
pushed up, right?
Growing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just been to try to really make this experience work in a very good level. So there's a lot of lessons, and I say execution is very hard today. Obviously, I have a lot of ideas and a lot of people who want to do different things
Hmm.
with me, or I want to do with them. And my thing is like, you can do everything, but first you shouldn't do everything. And second is like, what's going to be the price of doing this thing?
Wow. So let's talk about failure for a second. What's one major setback that taught you your biggest leadership lesson on your journey?
So once we started, we didn't have money to make the product. So we went on Kickstarter and we sold the product to 1,000 people. It was early backers. And then everything actually went well. We managed to fundraise about $120,000 and
Mm,
to sell the product for, as I said, 1,000 people. And everything we did just by ourselves, like two people, maybe three, not sure. And we then, after we got the money from the Kickstarter, we realized that we only paid back the campaign of the Kickstarter, but we didn't actually have the money to pay for the product. And then, yeah, so you have now 1,000 more people that are unhappy with you, plus
yes.
the people that wanted it to happen. I remember I had like this dilemma, like maybe it's just not gonna work. Maybe it's just like,
Mm,
maybe it's too hard. Maybe it's not for me. You have those things that you think
the
about. So
doubts and questions.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we didn't give up, and we continued, and we did cross this bridge, and it only became harder and harder and harder in a way. But I mean, we're still here today. So I guess, and I hope we will always be here and we will always grow, because I think it's a very worthwhile mission.
Yes, it is. So it is. And so many founders usually find themselves quitting when things get tough, but you kept iterating, right? That's resilience at its core. That's discipline, I believe, before others can even see it. You have to have that resilient mindset and discipline to keep going and when things are getting challenging, I believe it's an indication that you might be on the right journey. Like, sailors don't see a storm and think, "Oh, we're going to turn around and we're not going to go where we're supposed to go deliver this." They're like, "Okay, how do we get through this storm? Do we stay put? Do we divert?" But what they're going to do is get back up on and head in that direction, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so many, so much. When you think about building Hygear Fit and Argox, how do you differentiate between the two? How does your mission evolve between consumer fitness and professional performance markets?
Yeah. Um, Focus is the number one key, that I didn't learn at the beginning, but I'm now understanding better. Every day you have like a 24-hour, which 8 hours of it you go to sleep, and then maybe 2 more hours of it you just spend, like, at home, going out or going in, and then you have a life, so you want to do other things. So you're pretty much left with like 14 hours every day. And 14 hours is like, okay, what am I going to do in this 14 hours that is going to make a difference? So I'm just trying to focus all the time. So I can do a lot of things, but I don't want to do a lot of things. I want to do one thing that is important. So my
Mm,
first and foremost mission is to try to bring the product to as many places as possible. So to sell the products and to provide the products and the services, which is the
mhm.
law enforcement, the security forces, the idea of working with fitness studios, distributors, and retail. That's my first and foremost focus. And therefore, Argox, which is a company that I'm pushing, is main idea is to distribute
It's a
the
distributor across the globe.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I say to myself, why should I do something else if there's already High Gear? It's a startup that I founded, and it's a company that I started. I just want to focus on that. I want to sell that product, and I believe in it, and I think it's a great solution. So it
Yes.
should be there. So yeah,
So, what is the next innovation wave you're most excited about with High Gear Fit?
I'm definitely excited to see how we're gonna work with fitness studios, because fitness studios is pretty much a good way to showcase your innovation in fitness. When you have 30 or 40 people that are working out at the same time and they're experiencing your product, they have a chance to really learn what it is. So I believe that once we have a real chance to showcase our technology in fitness studios. That will
Mm-hmm.
be something that is going to be very exciting. Moreover,
Mm,
I think wellness and fitness is coming back to the top, and it looks like it's going to have another big wave of
I agree.
success. Wellness is in all times high with the plunges and the physiotherapy, massage guns, and all these like pills that are now
Mm-hmm.
happening, and supplements. And now you have protein for everything. You have even like, I think they'll have Coca-Cola protein. I mean, it looks like, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's trying to catch the wave of wellness and fitness, and they should, because they have the awareness that if you're not fit and you're not healthy and you're not having wellness in your life, you'll eventually pay the price in your late stage of your life. So
Yes.
you wanna experience it as much as possible.
I agree. So tell me if you had to, if someone is listening and never heard of High Gear Fitness, can you walk us through what it looks like and what are some of the benefits they can get from buying into the product or bringing the product to them or their community?
So it's like a smart ecosystem of workout devices that are connected to a software that basically trains you and teaches you how to work out. And now, as I said, we're working on this studio and hybrid models where people can
Mm-hmm.
have the studio and have people that are registers of the studio work out at home in the hybrid model. And
Yes.
then it talks to so many different audience. We have a
Mm,
big partnership with the Israeli police, with the national police, and we also have
mm-hmm.
collaborations with the police entities in India. So
Yes, I
I
saw
think,
that.
the fact that those organizations are getting involved with us shows that it solves a problem, and it's a good solution to a problem. So if I was to kind of like sum it up for different audiences, if you are needing fitness in your life and you need innovation that is related to fitness, then we'll definitely find a way to basically come and provide a solution. So as I mentioned, there's like the distributors and retailers, which is the end customers that we're working with, but as well we're working on the law enforcement and the first responders, and now we're going to start targeting those fitness studios. Those are like the three main demographics that we're trying to achieve at the moment.
Exactly. I saw that on your website, you service, there's a solution for busy professionals, solution for fitness enthusiasts, for helping people stay younger, and then people who are working shift workers. I'm very interested in what that looks like when it comes to people who work shifts, like doctors and nurses and even firefighters.
Yeah, so I mean, the idea that you can work out at your house and you don't need to necessarily go to the gym, and you don't
Right.
need to
That's what I
spend,
do.
yeah, and you don't need to spend like more than 10 minutes or 12 minutes or 15 minutes. You can just do a quick 10 minutes. I mean, we all have a busy lifestyle these days, and
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
have to go from home to office to a Zoom call to a meeting to a car. Everything is around work. But when do we have
Yes.
enough time to work out and to put fitness in our life? And the answer is that most people probably say that time is their biggest enemy when it comes down to doing
Mm-hmm.
fitness. So what habits does, it provides it in your lifestyle, in your curriculum, and that's why it's called habits, because you need to apply new habits in your life, small habits in your life, to be able to basically get it in a better way, basically improve your lifestyle.
Yes, yes. And I'm telling you all, if you just go to Habits Fitness, it's habits like HAB and then beats or HABEATS dot fitness. You'll see it. It's not even it's very, very affordable. It's cheaper than an Apple Watch if you already have one to
Yeah.
get started with it. And then there's amazing, like literally you can get something in your life to help you with those few minutes. I tell people a lot of us look at quantity of workout and going into the gym and figuring out doing an hour, hour and a half
Yeah.
and having a trainer. I'm not saying not to do that, but I'm also what I'm saying is don't make not having equipment or time to spend an hour in the gym, driving to the gym or whatever that looks like, the reason you're not getting on track with your health. Because that's the thing you have. While you're here
Yeah.
on earth, your body is the vehicle that you're going to be in. And you don't want the wheels to fall off or the windscreen wiper to be broken and then it rains. So the preparation. So I personally am a person who I work out at home because of my schedule. I don't have enough time to get to the gym. I do have gym membership and I can go on the weekends, but throughout the week because I work out every day except I'm sick. And the goal is for me to get my workout done within 30 minutes or 45 minutes and be hit my body parts. I do it in different parts. When I looked at with habits, I'm like, okay, this is something I can add to my home gym routine. Very simple. Just go there. I'm fascinated. I'm surprised. Until I learn about Guy, I did not know about these tools that he's created with his team, and I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. You should give it a try. I'm not saying that to promote it. I'm going to get mine, of course, and I will let you guys know how it's working, but I know it will work because I already have a routine. I have a virtual trainer I subscribe to their program and I follow the routine for my body. But there are times when I need to get to a meeting or something and I have to put my workout out for maybe the end of the day. I like to do my workout first thing in the morning, but I can see myself getting that 10 minutes in with the habits at least before I go. And then maybe when I come back later, if I didn't get to because of that day, or for me, when I travel as a speaker, I can have this in my suitcase, right? I can have it in my suitcase and the app comes with it for free, right, Guy? So I'm looking at it and like, this is a solution for when I travel. I can do this. I can do 3 of those and still get my 30 minutes of workout in and it will be effective because I'm hitting body parts that need to be hit. I'm also raising and helping with my metabolism. So tell us a little bit more about some of the success stories you might have heard from whether it's an organization or individual when it comes to using these products and implementing the system into their lives.
Yeah, we actually have a amazing stories that we are hearing from people either in the studios or in the law enforcement or even personal customers. Just bringing on top of my head a customer that lost more than 30 to 40 different, like 40 pounds using the workout device and using the
Wow.
routine. And law enforcement actually being able to have people that were overweight and basically not in good shape for fitness, and now they're starting to have a good fitness and good mindset as well. And with trainees in the fitness studios as well, we see people coming back almost on a daily routine to the fitness studio, and they're paying to come there and they're paying to use it, and it's just amazing to see that it's actually changing their habits as well, and it's making their lifestyle better. So I think there's so many different stories. I always feel like we need to obviously get more, right? Because I want to have more people try and more people experience this solution, and we will have it. But I'm saying, like, even up until now, there's so much confidence that we got by just having those people basically experience it and enjoy from it, and their life is getting improved.
Exactly. I can see because again, like I said, I already have the habit of working out daily, but making the convenience and having more a tool that, again, like I said, big for me, travel. I believe it's going to be something beneficial for me. I'd love to see how that works for me. So, yeah, let's talk about flip the script. It's one of my favorite parts of the show. Guy, if you can tell us about a time you had to completely pivot your mindset, maybe a moment when you believe about leadership or innovation that changed the trajectory and how you achieve success. What was the mindset shift that made the difference?
There's something that we always say, me and my current business partner, is that if you are not succeeding in something, just do it again, and like do it more. And we just say it in a way that like, okay, let me ask you this question. You said you work out every day, right?
Yes.
Why don't you work out twice a day?
I believe because I haven't put it in as a priority to do that. I guess I just want to get it done and I made it like a habit, just like I get up, I take a shower, I brush my teeth, workout is what I do next, and then I move on. The reason I don't work out twice a week because I believe I don't have time. And I like to say I believe I don't have enough time in the rest of my day to put another workout in.
If you worked out twice a day, how is it going to raise your chance of being successful at the results you're looking for?
It's going to double it. That's my thought process. It should double it. And,
How much would it cost you to do a second workout every day?
well, I guess I would have to rearrange my schedule entirely and maybe shift my mindset. I guess if you look at it, I would love to put a second 30-minute workout in towards the end of my day. But if I look at what my hourly rate is, it would cost me about 250 because I have to find time to put it
So I
in a day.
say it's just a good thought exercise that, like, if you're feeling that you're not getting the results you want, just do it again, do it again, do it again. And that's a mindset trick that I love doing. Is just like, okay, you don't see the results, just do it again, do another one, like
Do
just
more of it,
more, just volumes, like more workouts, more work. I'm not saying work stupid.
more
Yeah,
intensity. Yes.
they say like work smarter, don't work harder. I'm saying work harder, work smarter. The
You
same,
have to
like
do
it's
both. Yeah, they're the same thing.
yeah,
I like that.
yes. And I feel people underestimate hard working,
I
especially
agree.
these days.
Everything about my life has been hard work. Any just sitting on this podcast is hard work. For you, both of us. There's a million things we have to do or could be doing. So taking time out to sit to have this conversation to allow more people to learn about what you've created and how it can impact their life. That can be hard because we have so much. Like someone would say, when can we have a meeting? And they send me their calendar and I am looking at their calendar. I'm looking at my calendar and I'm looking at me and I'm like, golly, it's going to be 2 months. And you're like, it can't be 2 months. So now I have to find something to move around to be able to meet with that person. So hard work is necessary for success. But again, it's only hard because you're not strategic, because the strategic move is what makes it smart. So you're not going to evade hard work, but you can enhance it by strategy. Go ahead, Guy.
And another point is that is also fitness related, because actually everything you see in business is mirrored in fitness. Hard work results, discipline results,
Consistency results.
nutrition results, and then one more thing, recovery.
Hmm.
If you just work hard 24/7, I almost guarantee that you will not be successful because you will not have enough time to understand what you're even working on. So you
Come
need
on.
that, yeah, you need just like one day, like half a day, like to just like not work and then just look at it and say, what am I doing? What's the results of what I'm doing? How often have I tried to do this thing and how often has it been resolved? And if you really
Mm,
have that discipline and it's all like automated in your head, you'll see crazy results. Now for me it's easy to talk because I've done it for like 10 years. It's
right.
so repeated. But like
Yes.
a lot of the times people ask, I'm saying like, let's just open my calendar together. And I show them and I'm saying, look at this and I have to do this and I have to do that. And I show them and I ask them, show me your calendar. And they're like, it's empty. So
Exactly. I love that for
yeah,
them, but I know why they're not successful at what they want.
yeah. And we just have to be very busy chasing whatever you want to achieve and quantify your progress achieving it.
I love that. Increase the intensity, increase the repetitiveness of it. That's the lesson I learned. And you're so right, because again, someone was on the podcast and they said, I can tell you the probability of you achieving your goal when I look at two things, your bank account and your calendar. It's not, he said, I'm not looking to see how much money you have. I'm looking to see the money you do have, what it's invested in. And I tell people, if you can tell, if you see when you go to your bank account, you have more fast food, you have more restaurants and eating out at certain places, and You can tell that's your weight gain, even if you are working out every day. If
Yeah.
I am eating out certain places that I'm not going to hit any goals, I'm either going to stay or I'm going to gain weight.
Yeah.
And if you're not seeing those, you can look back and be like, yes, her face is less puffy. Her arms are more toned and defined because I'm eating healthier. I'm actually doing so. And then with my schedule, if you look at my calendar and you see, oh, she has 2 podcasts scheduled for Thursday, and then she has an interview with someone here and da da da, you'll know, okay, this is why she's successful in podcasting because she's actually investing in it. You will see that she has a team that's dedicated to the podcast, right? And that's why it's successful. But she doesn't have a team over here that's invested in it. And these activities are not on her schedule. So that's probably why she's not speaking as much. And again, that's it. What are you doing is measurable. You can tell. So just look at it. You'll
Yeah.
know. You don't have to have as they say, a crystal ball to tell how your success is going to turn out. It's right there in your habits and your routines.
And manifestation as well.
Tell us about manifestation on your terms, Guy.
Yeah. So, the law of attraction, that's basically fundamental for success. People that are self-talking like bad things about, oh yeah, this is not going to be successful. Oh yeah, it's always happening to me like that. Or I'm a victim, or, I'm always getting the bad side of things, or, yeah, why would it work? And, those things that you say, they're right.
Mhm.
I'm not saying they're wrong, they're right, because that's what they have been experiencing, but they have been
Yes,
experiencing that because that's what they've been saying. So
exactly.
if you have the awareness, you have the control to change the course of things, and you can basically say, okay, I'm not saying like, yeah, everything is good, and like, let's meditate the whole way, and you need to be aware of things that are not working. But when you're trying to do things, you always have to put in your mind, how can I envision the best possible route of it to go to? And then that's the conflicting part, because one, you need to have realism and understand why it's not working and look at it. But also you need to have the optimism of bringing it to where you want to go. And if you have that
Yes,
balance between the two, then you can always move forward when you're doing that.
absolutely. I love that. So, how do you personally define success, Guy?
Success is the achievement of your goals. It could be as small or as big as you want it to be. But for myself, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, internationally recognized, and to have $1 billion company. And that's my goal, and I'm still working on it.
Yes, yes. But you're seeing the success in stages bit by bit, knowing that you're getting closer to your goal.
Yeah.
What's next for you, and what mindset will it take for you to get there, Guy?
I'm working on another venture, actually in a different sector, not in the fitness sector, because I wanted to diversify my knowledge and not to only do one thing. So that's my next thing, and I'm working on it, and it looks like it's becoming already what we wanted it to be. And what's the success lesson is the same idea that I mentioned before about the 2 workouts a day. That's the thing that we have between us, 2 workouts a day. That's the slang for.
Mm,
So now if I have 2 ventures, there's no excuse for me not to have $1 billion company, because if you have one
right,
venture, it's so much risk. If it's not
right,
working, then it's not going to work. If you have two
right.
ventures, it's
You
less
have
of a
two
risk.
shots in the park, two
Yeah.
shots into it. Yeah.
But I'm not saying that, okay, now I have two, I can sacrifice one. No, two of them have to be successful.
Successful, right?
Yeah.
Just as
Yeah.
successful to get to your goal sooner, or to solidify what do I say? Actual chance of it, you getting to your billion and getting there quicker.
The speed to get to your result will be much higher if you do it
Two
double.
times.
I have
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who are entrepreneurs, and they're staggering and things are not moving, and I'm saying to them, let's just do something else. Let's just do something different.
Different.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Next year, no. Listen, it's so hard to get out of your box and
Yes.
to try to do something different that is completely not your idea. And that's the same lesson that I said, the 2 things a day. So you have, if you were to double your attempt, it will probably take you a month to realize that whatever you're doing for the last few years, it's not working. It's not providing you the results you told me that you want to achieve. So the doubling is what will show you the answer.
Love it. That is so profound. That is a lesson I'm taking with myself today. Double impact, double the work, and you'll get to the impact, not just sooner, but it doubles the chances of you getting to where you want. I love it.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Yeah, you guarantee it. Guy bar guaranteed. Awesome.
I sign it every day of the week, and I want somebody to show me that he has doubled the attempt in a very natural way and he's not been successful. Just, I don't see how
Wow.
it's logically working that you're working hard on something, you're doing different concepts at the same time, you're giving it all you got, you're really trying and you're really attacking it from different angles, and you're still not successful. Doesn't make sense.
That doesn't add up. That somebody's fibbing in the middle there.
Yeah, I mean, we can analyze it together, listen to that person, and ask him, okay, so did you actually try different businesses? Did you try different tactics to your different businesses? Did you actually achieve your goals? Did you quantify the goal, etc.? If we were to break it down, we will show him that one is probably stubborn about one thing, and then secondly is probably not doubling his chances, and then thirdly is not probably quantifying the work that he's been doing on that very thing, and therefore those things are not working. And I was that person myself, so I definitely am aware of why it's not working.
Exactly. Let's just use the simple tool of podcasting. Some people would say, okay, so if they tell me if I go on podcast platforms, I should be able to get more traction and more people knowing what it is I do and what I'm building or what I build. And I've gone on podcasting and that didn't work for me. And I'm like, okay, how many times did you go on a podcast? Well, I went on one last month and then I did one this month. I'm like, you you only went on 2 podcasts? Most people who are bringing and building a tribe, they're on at least 2 podcasts per week and they have it scheduled for this rest of the year. They know where they're going to go and what the KPIs are. So you did not try podcasting. You didn't go out there and tell your story because you just did it twice and you think it doesn't work. No, you have to show up. It's no different than the muscles. Like your muscles doesn't just get defined. Like I have a little bit of my definition in my muscle. I had a big fat arm a couple years ago, that was just big, but I didn't just work out 2 months and then what's happening? I didn't even bother. I was more focused on the habit of what I eat, when I eat, the quality of what I eat, when I work out, what is the quality of my workout? How does that workout or particular routine get me to my goals? So I thought as a woman, I shouldn't lift very heavy weights. The very opposite. The more weights I lift, the more defined my muscle becomes and the more feminine I appear, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm fit feminine, right? So tell us about that discipline.
Yeah. So just you have to start your day, obviously the earliest you can. Just have, I think, 1 hour every morning is just recap of yesterday, just understanding what's happening, especially if you work on an international time zone, to gather all
Yes.
the make sure everybody that we're supposed to tell you what's important, told you what's important. And then good mindset every morning, like things that, music or whatever, like books or YouTube or whatever that. And then I think a good first half of the day is new customers, like sales. And then dealing with that, especially not focusing on things that are not sales while you're doing sales. So if you're doing sales, do sales. Don't do things
Don't
that are
don't don't do social media comments or call your mom at the same time. Just that. Yes, I
no,
call them the
don't,
sprints.
yeah, no lawyers, no CPAs, just sales, pure sales until like a good 4 to 5 p.m. And then when the momentum of the day goes down, it's a good time to deal with like some back office stuff, strategy, thinking ahead, decisions, things that are more like taking your thoughts. And then when you go towards the end of the day, start planning your next day in a very professional way. and then workout, and then good food. My belief is that at least an hour every day, not working, phone off, everything. That's the recovery part. Not
I
working,
love that.
because I see young entrepreneurs, they just work all
Yes.
day, but like, no, no, just 1 hour don't work.
No.
The results,
Yeah.
because then once you don't work, and then you come back to work, you say like, but why am I actually doing this? And then that's the
Yeah,
question you
you're
need to
like,
ask.
this doesn't make sense. This is not effective. You can think better, you can think clearer, you can be more productive. That's why I believe in the sprint formula, and and just compartmentalizing your business activities. And like you said, the big thing is resting and leaving.
Mhm.
Like this weekend, I was like, no phone calls, nothing about business. Anybody who texts, email me, I'm not talking about it. I'm going to just be with myself. And did I think about business? Yes, I did. But I didn't think about it too much. But there were certain things that I needed to add to the process of what I'm doing that came to me during that time of rest.
Yeah,
And all I did was take my notepad and I voice noted,
yeah,
blah, 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 so that when I return to work, I can implement that strategy. But it wasn't working. I felt like I was away and I wasn't in tune. I watched movies, I cooked my favorite meal, I spent time just relaxing with myself and just soaking in the hot tub and things like that. And I told myself, you need to do this at least once a week.
yeah.
Based on where I'm at and what I'm trying to accomplish in this season, it's going to take for me to have a full day of staying away from my business activities, even though it sounds counterintuitive. It, I am actually more productive because I rested.
I'm 100% supportive of this idea. I mean, you don't need to. People sometimes overthink things. Like, you don't need
Mm,
to just rest like for weeks.
no.
You gotta work hard. I mean, I
Yes.
work 6 days a week, and I've been doing it for 10 years. Actually, I used to
Yes.
work. I used to work 7 days a week, and I'm so happy I don't anymore.
You don't anymore, yeah.
6 days a week, I would say six and a half, because I still work every like end of Saturday. There's like 2 hours I still work. So probably 6 and 2 hours. That's my
6 and
definition.
2 hours, but you got that other 22 that is no work. And like you said, you bought that freedom of earning that over time, but you also know you're telling us entrepreneurs, the earlier you implement the recovery period, the more effective you're going to be. It might
Yes.
have taken you some years to figure that out, but it's a formula that works. Just like you, I loved how you talk about the body and discipline with exercise. A lot of people don't realize if you are eating healthy, working out frequently, maybe you're doing the double workouts, maybe you're doing the heavy lifting, all of that, you're eating healthy and you're even sleeping. You sleeping at a good time at night, getting a certain amount of hours sleep. If you're not letting those muscles recover, they won't grow.
100%. And I think, as I said, the manifestation is also a big part of it. If you were to start now, and you want to have a successful career, start as early as possible with the manifestation, and making sure that you define your goal in a very visual way. Like, I love screen protectors, like this.
Yes, yes. I have my chart as one of my screen protectors. And when I'm in work mode, that's the one that comes up is my vision board. I didn't make one for the wall, I make it for the phone. So I can see it every time I have the phone.
You need your life to remind you every day of your future.
I love that.
Every
Let your
day.
life. Yes.
I think I have so many things I embedded in my schedule that will always remind me of what I want to achieve. Like, I put myself invites and calendar reminders, and my discipline. It's always like putting me back in this like square. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I want to achieve. And it's like you're in a circle that you cannot run away from your
Yes.
goals, because it's easy to say, not this year, not now, don't have the money for it, don't have the time for it, don't have the motivation for it, etc., etc.
Yes, you're become full of excuses. I know I always ask people, who do I have to become to achieve the things that I want? And the reason it's so strategic when I say, who do I have to become? That means who you are now and how you're going to show up right now is going to create what success you want in the future. It's not the other way around. It's not, oh, I have to, when I'm ready in the future to achieve that success, then I will do and be. It's actually now I am going to be and do what my future version of myself does. That way I can actually, it can catch up with me in reality. That's to me, that's manifestation.
And another thing, a lot of people with manifestation, they're saying, but I don't have, and I cannot, or these things. And it's crazy how much we have cards we never play with. We all have cards. You have cards, I have cards, whoever, they have cards, and they think their cards is the worst.
Everybody does, right?
Yeah, but for others, their cards is what they need.
Yes.
Yeah. So your cards are like extremely valuable for your success. If you don't understand your cards and you don't acknowledge what you already have it. You just have to understand that you have it and then basically like liquidate it. Say, how do I make something out of it, basically?
I get that's alchemy. That's being an alchemist is taking it all and understanding it's all for the path that you're wanting to travel and where you want to go. Guy, we do Mindset Bites to go. It's if you could leave our audience with one powerful mindset takeaway to help them elevate their health, their business, or leadership, what would it be? I will step away from the microphone and the camera, and it will just be you and the guests. So here we go.
All right. So for the community of mindset disruptors, I think my biggest takeaway is work as hard as you can imagine to achieve the goals you can't even dream about. So I think that's the one. And then surprise yourself and your entire surroundings that your goals are achievable, and that prove them wrong, not in a negative way, but prove them wrong in a way that whoever didn't believe in you will see the success that you were always crafting.
Wow, that's so powerful. That's very powerful advice. I love it. I'm going to play it for myself alone because it's motivating to me and it's a profound reminder.
Appreciate
and finally, yes, Guy, how can people connect with you and ARGOX and Hygear?
Yeah, so my email is guy at argoxfit, argoxfit.com. That's my email. You can email me anytime about any subject, investments, fitness, partnerships, sales, whatever. I live in California. I live in the Bay Area.
Nice.
So I'm also happy to meet in person. I do a lot of talks in San Francisco with the Jewish community and the tech community here. And I've been obviously traveling to Los Angeles very often, so I'm happy to be over there as well. I'm really big into traveling, fitness, tech, now home improvement, which is my next venture that I can talk about in a different subject.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah, you're going to have to come back and talk to us about that.
For sure. LinkedIn is also big. I have 14,000 connections on LinkedIn, and happy to connect with you, talk with you, etc. And I'm about execution. If you're really down to do something, don't hesitate, don't filter, just reach out.
You missed 100% of the shots you don't take. So he's saying, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
His website is hygearfit.com. You can also connect with him. We will have all the links to his Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook, email, and website in the description wherever you're watching and listening to this episode. Time flies so fast when you're having fun. Guy, thank you so much for sharing Hygear Fit with us and being a gift to the world and a revolutionist in the world of developing and achieving our health. Again, it's a lot of times we hear fitness and people think about being sexy. Sexy is the result of choosing healthy habits, and using the tools that Guy has developed will help you get there faster and also maintain it in simplicity when it becomes just part of your life.
Thank you so much. It's been very nice, Doctor. I think it's definitely one of the most exciting and positive podcasts I've been to, and it's definitely very fun. I support your mission and will definitely come back again. And if you ever hesitated joining this podcast, then don't be last. Be first, make the step.
And do it twice.
And do it twice. So I have to do it again. Okay.
Exactly. Or we're not complete. We have so much more to talk about. Thank you, Guy, so much for the compliment. And I'm looking forward to getting my habit, at least getting a habit in my life. And who knows, maybe get you over to the Arizona market here where I'm at and get some of the gyms and stuff to look at the tools you have to help us get healthy and fit in Arizona too. Disruptors, we'll see you on the inside. Let Guy know you heard him here. Think, speak, do, become. Keep mastering your mindset. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye now.